Well, hello and welcome back again to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the tarot reading that is an audio version, and it's done at this point almost intentionally. At first, it started out because I was having problems with my computer, still having some issues with it, but I've come to the realization that this may be the most effective way to help you manifest. Why? Because manifestation needs, above and beyond all else, imagination, right? And faith, of course. So, as far as the imagination thing goes, looking at a screen of any kind, and you're looking at the moving pictures, your imagination factor drops. There have been studies on this. You are not as imaginative, you're not as creative because you are allowing yourself to get involved in the pictures on the screen. When you have simply audio, you are now allowing your imagination to exercise itself a little bit. And what you're doing is getting a much better read, a much better feel. And of course, it's important in terms of enhancing your ability to manifest to power up, charge up your imagination. And the audio version does exactly that. And if you're a multitasker, it works out especially well because you can look at the screen whenever you want. You see where the cards are. I am telling you about what the whole pile means together. And you can be busy getting a cup of coffee, making a sandwich, whatever you want. You can still hear and imagine what all of this means. And in fact, you can help pull the storyline together. You can understand it better using your imagination rather than just the pictures. We spend a lot of time focusing on, pun intended, pictures. But it's the sounds that are primal. So listen in, let's manifest together. And we begin at the top. Top row, we move to the bottom row. Top row, dead center, oracle card. The main theme of this whole reading. Not for you. Not for you. Now, it sounds negative, but if you have a certain amount of maturity, you know that sometimes not getting what you want actually is a very good thing. You know, I think back just in this past year, things that I thought that were important or that I thought, oh, geez, I got to have this, got to do this. Like, for example, the computer. I'm doing just fine without spending a couple grand, 2-3 grand, something like that by the time I'm all done. I mean, I'm going to have to eventually do it, I suspect, and may even want to do it. But for right now, this opened up a whole new venue, enhancing your imagination to manifest better by leaning on audio. I didn't get what I wanted 60 days ago, but I think it's better. Same thing with this card, not for you. Do not make it a negative. Realize that the universe is keeping you from something that you don't need for whatever reason. You think you do, but you don't. Let's get into the reading. Top row, far left, we do the Emperor. Well, the Emperor is an impressive card to be sure. Father figure, leadership, structure, regulations. All the stuff, I guess it's the kind of glue, ideally anyway, the glue that holds you together. It can also hold you down. And that's what it's done for you. That's what it's done for you, and many other people, by the way. You have spent your life doing what the Emperor, what the powers that be told you you had to do as a human being, as a citizen, whatever. In so doing, you find yourself at this place in this time. And you're looking around going, wait a minute, I played the game the way I was told to play, and now I'm getting the dirty end of the stick. I don't like it. It's not for me. Not for you. Alrighty? So you've done what you've been told, and the card right next to the Emperor, just move over one, Four of Cups. Four of Cups shows that you've lost interest. You're bored. You don't have motivation anymore. And here you have 4 cups, one being presented, the 3 on the ground before you. All of them perfectly fine. And cups love. Cups attachment, right? You thought this stuff was important. You were connected to it. You were attached to it. You bought in. And you're finding out, boy, did I make a bad deal? Well, you didn't really make a bad deal. You didn't have a choice. As the Emperor indicated in the card just before, you were told how to act. You pretty much did what you were told, and you're finding out it's not for you. Okay, let's get past the not for you card in the middle. Let's move to the right side now. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says that your thinking, what you were taught, got you in a mess. Almost betrayal. Almost betrayal. You're let down. You're feeling victimized. You're feeling stabbed in the back. Ten of Swords. The good news is that the Ten of Swords is as far as you can go. We now move into the other cards. The Page, the Knight, the Queen, the King. So that kind of thinking can be over if you choose it to. You did what you were told. You're bored with it. You feel cheated. Certainly the Ten of Swords says, man, I've been stabbed in the back. I've been taken advantage of it. I didn't even see it coming. But that's over. The final card up top, Knight of Pentacles. And you know, knights always bring gifts, right? Knight of Pentacles, practical, realistic, consistent. You are ready to step forward. You understand now that your life in some regard is not for you. Not for you anymore. Yeah, I know you were told that it was important. Yeah, I know that you were connected, attached to it. But you see now, you really got the dirty end of the stick. You got stabbed in the back, literally. And so the Knight of Pentacles says, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Remember, pentacles are what you value. And what you're beginning to value is you, yourself. And you're going to be practical about it. You're going to be cautious about it. And you're going to put in a lot of effort. You realize it's going to take time to make this adjustment because you've just come to the realization, ooh, it really isn't for me. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. But now, I got to step forward. Go to the bottom row, far left. It is the Empress. The Empress, abundance, protection, nurture, nature. The Mother card, right? The Empress is abundance. And in every card that I've seen, there is some relationship to Venus. She is constant possibility, probability. Very, very positive. And what she's doing is spreading self-love. Remember, your life starts from you. You can't give what you don't have. The Empress has an abundance of love and self-appreciation, and she can give that to anybody. It's very nice. Next card over, Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity. That's really what it's about. There's a sense of abundance, of giving, even a sense of charity. It's a sense of fairness. You give as well as you get. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking now. Remember, we said it's not for you, and you understand why, because the rules were given to you. You're bored with them. You feel cheated. You know you got the bad end of the deal. And you want to fix things. Well, you know that you got to change your sense of values. Well, you do that by thinking like the Empress. Think abundantly. Think positively. And then add in a little of the Six of Pentacles energy where you begin to say, look, I'm willing to deal with anybody at any time, but it's got to be fair, back and forth. You give and get the same, right? You don't take advantage. That's what you're looking for. You're tired of being taken advantage. That Ten of Swords, that Four of Cups has left you going, no, it is not for me. I know why. I want fairness. I want balance. Next card over, not the center card, but just to the right of that, King of Swords. You're beginning to understand. You're beginning to get it. King of Swords is an ethical leader. Remains unbiased, very analytical. That's what you're doing. You're coming to that point now where you're saying, okay, I blindly followed what I was taught. What I was told was valuable. It got me nowhere. I discovered it is not for me. So what's the next step? Next step? Change your thinking. change your thinking. And one of the ways that you can change your thinking is the Ten of Wands. Put down the burdens. Just like the Emperor indicated, you were given a list of expectations from the time you were very, very young. You were indoctrinated. You were literally brainwashed. It kind of goes with society. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. In this case, not so good, because you're going and you understand now all of this, everything that I've been told, all that I believed is not for me, and I get it. So with the Ten of Wands, I'm going to put down all of these responsibilities. I'm overwhelmed. I didn't assign them. I didn't pick them. I didn't choose them. Society, in a general sense, placed them on me. And of course, being a member of society, I accepted them, but I'm done. I'm finished. I want a world where it's fair. I want a world that's abundant. Not just in terms of dollars and cents and money and things, but I want equity across the board, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. I got it. This other stuff is not for me. And so we go to the center card. It's the vice versa card in the forward position, meaning this is where you're headed, taking off and running. And of course, the ever popular swords guy, the Knight of Swords, is incisive, acts with certainty. And swords, remember, are thoughts, ideas. You are coming to, and we're heading to the eclipse season. You're going to come to some sort of specific realization. Something's going to really jump out at you. And at that point, that will allow you to understand why what you are doing is not for you anymore and where to go with it. So you are right on the verge of passing a bad trip, a bad piece of road in your life. You understand this is not what I want anymore. Maybe I never wanted it to begin with, but I certainly understand now it's not for me. And understanding that is the first step to a much, much more productive, happier, healthier life. There you go. There's the read. Hope you benefited from it. I will be back tomorrow with another manifesting reading, tarot manifesting reading. Do it every day, 365. I hope you're with me. But between now and the next time you and I do have a chance to manifest together, as always, peace and blessings.